epithelial cells were lifted from the brim of the head.
Yes, yes, madam.
Othi yebo ngezafana ngaleyo ndlela ke ukuthi khona lama epithelial cells aye athathwa khona lapho usuke
And in answer to Mr. Ramsipli's question, you say you can only say the DNA profile on the brim of the head exclude the suspects. The fact that on certain loci you were able to reach the suspects into the DNA profile, is that of any significance?
My Lord, the fact that I read you not in all the DNA regions, it has significance, because if I don't read you in all the DNA regions, it means you are excluded. For us to include you, we need to include you in all the DNA regions.
ufuzo lwakho uma kuthathwa amasample kanjalo luvelele kuma region wonke we-DNA. Uma ngabe wonke lama region ke ufuzo lwakho aluveleli, futhi ke wena ke awufakwa kuleyo DNA okanye kulezo izivivinyo ze-DNA.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thanks. Sir, have you ever heard of an inconclusive DNA test?
Yes, my Lord.
Yes.
Yebo, ngengakuzwa lokho ke okunywa ke ngevivinyo engazange zaqedwa.
Because as I'm listening to your evidence, there are symbols which you attribute to what you call regions. Is that not so?
Yes, my Lord.
And then, for instance, you make a conclusion that you have identified the occurrence of certain symbols in a particular sample of a donor 10 times, let's put it like that.
Yes, my Lord.
And then, let's say 4 of those tests did not indicate any DNA. It was inconclusive, right?
Yes.
And then in 4, you say those symbolism of the regions is excluded. Is that not so? Look, you say 16. You say 16 is the paramount figure,
Yes.
right?
Yes, my Lord.
In the test which you have concluded, as I was listening to you,
Yes.
you say, for instance, a certain person is included, as you say, you read
Yes.
that person into the testing of that DNA test, right?
Yes.
6 times, for instance, right?
Yes. Yes.
And then you say, in 4 other occasions, I did not read him or her into that equation. Is that not so?
Yes, my Lord.
So is that not an inconclusive
No,
result?
My Lord. No, my Lord.
Okay.
And inconclusive, we don't really say inconclusive, we say no conclusion.
I see.
Yeah, so it's where we are missing you in one. Basically, we say if we miss you in 1 or 2. So if we miss you in 1 or 2, then we will say it's no conclusion. We will
Right.
say we can't make a conclusion whether we are including you or excluding you.
Right.
Yes.
Futhi ke uma ngabe kulama region ufuzo lwakho aluveleli okanye ke le symbol le setshenziswayo emayelana ke nelakho igama ke lapho ngawu2 mhlambe uma sibheke sithola ukuthi ke leyo symbol ekungukuthi iyona emele igama lakho ayifaki kulapho ke sithi egcineni sinquma ukuthi lezo ivivinyo ayiphelelanga
Yes.
okanye asiqedanga ngazo ngenxa yokuthi ke wena ke awuveleli usho ukuthi kuwo wonke ama region.
Right. I'm with you there. In other words, you're aware of obviously the high watermark of fingerprints, right? in terms of identification of a person?
My Lord, I'm not.
I know you're not an expert,
Yeah,
but I can tell you that the standard of proof in a fingerprint evidential matter is that there must be 7 points. 7 points of identification. If they are not, even if you can have 6, you can't say this person is a person who is named Ratamokotling, even if he has 6 points of identification which are similar. As long as it is not 7, they say it is not identification beyond the requirement of proof. Are you with me?
Yes, my Lord.
Is it not the same concept?
It's the same concept with us as well.
Yes.
To say that if we don't include you in all the 16 regions, you are not included.
Yes.
Yona
Yes.
leyo nqubo-ke okukhulunywa ngayo enkantolo ekhuluma ngayo kakhulukazi ama-fingerprints ukuthi-ke uma ngabe-ke kuyovivinywa-ke ama-fingerprint okanye kuthathwe iminwe bese-ke ku-check-wa-ke amaphuzu lawa angaba u-7 amayelana-ke okanye okuyizona iy'nkomba zokuthi lama-fingerprint womuntu mhlawumbe othize. Uma ngabe lawo maphuzu awu-7 awaveleli wonke mayelana-ke nalokho okuvivinywayo kuyothiwa-ke kusho ukuthi akusuyena, kumele avele o-7 wonke. Kanti-ke leyo ngqubo-ke iyona esetshenziswayo nangapha kuma-DNA. Uma ngabe lama-region awu-16 awavezi ukuthi wonke awu-16 kanjalo, aveza-ke inombolo yomuntu othize. Uma ngabe leyo nombolo ayivezwa kulawo ma-region awu-16 kanjalo, sithi-ke lo muntu uyakhishwa akafakwa ngamanye amazwi.
Yeah, quite so. Have you ever conducted a DNA test where all the 16 regions are excluded? Because, for instance, as you say, on the swab, it says 7, 8, 9. And then on the symbol, the pro forma example of the donor, you find 8, 9, 10. The disparity is so large that you can't say there are similarities in any of the DNA symbolism. Have you ever done that? Wait, you say there are 16 points of none.
No, my Lord. I haven't seen where
Yeah.
you will exclude a person in all the 16.
Quite.
You will ultimately get him 1 or 2.
That's it.
Yes.
So DNA coincides in all the tests you have made. Is that not so? Particles of DNA coincided in all the tests you have made. Can I make that statement?
My Lord, if you can just clarify what you mean.
For instance, in one of the tests you said there were identification points in your testing
Yes.
of regiments
Yes.
on about, I think, 6.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? 6.
So what it meant is there are some regions where that person characters, you can see them in the mixture, but
Yeah.
for you to conclude that that person is a contributor to that particular mixture, you need to read him not in 6, but in all of them.
Yeah, quite. I'm with you.
Yes.
Like, for instance, in identical twins, is that not so?
Yes, in the identical twins.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with you. Any questions arising?
None, my lord. I've got none.
Table.
Thank you, my lord. I have no questions.
No
Thank you.
questions, my lord.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Lokho akushilo-ke ukuthi uma kwenzeka-ke ukuthi kukhona ama-region awu-6 mhlawumbe ashoyo-ke ukuthi kukhona ufuzo lomuntu othize kulezi zivinyo. Angeke ukwazi ukuthi-ke nginqume ukuthi ngempela phela umuntu lo ufanele ukuthi afakwe. Futhi-ke asikho-ke isikhathi la sike senza-ke iyivivinyo sathola ukuthi kulama-region awu-16 wonke akukho lutho oluncanyana okuyifuzo mhlawumbe ufuzo oqhamuke emntwini ethize. Mhlawumbe ungathola ukuthi ufuzo lomuntu othize luvelela-ke endaweni ezingaba u-3 mhlawumbe eziwu-6 kanjalo, kodwa-ke 16 yonke exclude okanye ikuvalele ngaphandle njengoba uma kwenziwa ivivinyo kubhekwa ukuthi ngabe wonke lama-region awu-16 uyavelela na uke yenzeki ngaleyo ndlela mawuke kwavelela nje leyo 4 lama regional 4 ikufaka ayisho ukuthi ngempela usukhonjiwe kwaba khona.
Yeah, just as a matter of interest. Just as a matter of interest.
Yes, my lord.
It has nothing to do with this case.
Yes.
Why is that you guys can't attract trainees for DNA testing purposes? Because I'm told the backlog is about three years plus for DNA purposes.
My lord, that's management issues that I'm not able to answer.
You can't answer that.
Yes.
Do you need mathematics?
Yes, you.
Is that the problem with us blacks? And I include myself,
Yes.
so that they'll say, I renounce my mathematics.
Yes.
Is it a problem, mathematics? Because we get degrees, sociology, etc., etc.,
Yes.
when we must do the what we would call degrees which are taxing, solid state physics,
Yes.
nuclear physics, DNA,
Yes.
then we seem to be lagging behind. Why is it so? We don't know.
We are not really, I would say we are not really lagging behind. It's just we have a lot of potential that we still need to unearth.
30 years
Yeah, but
after Uhuru.
because I work with a lot of people who are very, very good. And it's just that they are unknown at this stage. But in future, my lord, you will see that at the forensics we have the best people. And yeah, it's just that some of the things that they are doing are not as visible as others.
Okay, fine. There's hope at least.
Yes, there's hope. my lord.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Baloyi.
Is a court case, my lord. The state calls the next witness is Mr. Hendrik Louis Mulder.
Hendrik Louis Mulder.
Hendrik Louis Mulder.
Okay.
It's witness number 88 on the list, my lord. This witness is going to testify in respect of a new exhibit that we've marked Exhibit DD. And this only pertains to accused number 2, my lord.
Thank you, sir. You say it pertains only to accused number 2.
Indeed, my lord.
Has the defense been given this document?
Yes.
They are aware of it.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. They swear the witness in, sir.
Full name, sir?
Hendrik Louis Mulder.
Hendrik Louis Mulder. Do you have any objection in taking a prescribed oath?
No, I don't.
Do you swear that the evidence you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing else but the truth? If so, raise up your right hand. Say, so help me God.
So help me God.
Oath taken, my lord.
Thank you. You may be seated if you want to. Unless there's no chair there.
Mr. Mulder, where do you work?
Your Lordship, I'm employed by Sibanye Gold.
Ngisebenzela iSibanye Gold.
In what capacity?
I'm employed as a human resources manager.
Mina ngisebenza njenge-human resources manager.
For how many years have you been working for Sibanye Gold in that capacity?
Your Lordship, I've got 29 years service with Sibanye.
Ngineminyaka ewu-29 ngisebenzela iSibanye.
And where is this company based?
The company is based near Coltonville.
Inkampani lena ke isakhiwo sakhona siseduze naseCarltonville.
But we've got various operations. Our Driefontein operation is the one at Coltonville operation.
Sinama operation endaweni ezihlukene kakhulukazi ke iDriefontein kulapho ke kusetshenzwa khona ke kakhulu.
And what type of business does this company carry?
We are in precious metals, specifically gold mining.
Thina ke sebenza ngama metal kakhulukazi ke igolide, mine legolide.
Now, in your capacity as human resource manager, do you have access to the company records of employees?
I do use
Yebo, ukuya ke ngesikhundla ngisiphethe khona laphana kuloya mine nginawo ke ama file wabasebenzi abasebenza khona lapho kuleyo mine.
I just want to show you exhibit DD. Do you recognize that exhibit?
I do, Your Lordship.
Yebo ke le ngxenye lapha phambi kwami ngiyayikhumbula.
Can you just identify it for the court? What is it?
This record refers to a system print that indicates the employment history of Mr. Ntanzi.
Shuthi lana ke kumayelana ke nomlando womsebenzi omayelana naye ke ubaba uNtanzi. Shuthi ke amaphepha akhishwe computer lawa.
Yes, can you just give his full names, his particulars?
It's Mr. B.S. Ntanzi,
Amagama wakhe ke uBS Ntanzi.
and according to this, it's an employment record for Driefontein gold mine.
Ke record yakhe yase mine yase Driefontein ke lena.
Employed as a stoping laborer.
Kanti ke kuthiwa ube sebenza njenge stoping, sebenzise stoping laborer.
From the 18th of April 2009.
Tusebenze lapho ke kuthiwa nge-18 zika April 2009.
Yes. Until when?
The same system record for Mr. Ntanzi indicates that he was employed up to the 18th of February 2018, Your Lordship, and his reason for exit was desertion, so he absconded from
Up to 2016.
16.
Kuthiwa lana ke wasebenza ukufika nge-18 zika February 2016. Kanti ke isizathu esenza ukuthi makasuke lapho ke okanye asule emsebenzini ingoba wavele nje wangaphindi eseya emsebenzini.
And where on exhibit DD does it appear? That information that you just present record on which page?
It's on Annexure B, Your Lordship.
Lokho ke kuvela khona laphana ke ku-Annexure B. Leyo ngxenye ke yolwazi ivelela ku-Annexure B.
Now, at your company, are employees monitored to report on duty in general areas?
Yes, Your Lordship.
And when they access general areas?
Yes, they are monitored for the purposes of their own safety.
Yebo ke bayaqashwa khona laphayana okanye babekwa ihlo khona laphana ke emsebenzini endaweni nje ejwayelekile khona lapho emsebenzini ukwenzela ke ukuthi kube ukuthi baphephile khona lapho ke emsebenzini.
What system is in place to monitor them?
Your Lordship, each employee employed by the company is issued with a unique clocking card.
Futhi ke isisebenzi esisebenza khona laphayana sinikezwa lento esibiza i-clocking card. ikhathi yokukloka.
And Your Lordship, this card is used then by employees to gain access to strategic areas as well as their working places.
Kanti ke lelo khadi ke lomsebenzi libanikeza ke igunya lokungena ke kulebhilidi lomsebenzi endaweni ezithile ezikhethiwe nendawo ke ezifanele ukuthi abasebenzi batholakale kuzo.
And what would those strategic areas be?
It's, Your Lordship, it's mainly entry points into work areas as well as residential areas where employees stay.
Ukuthi ke kukhona indawo ezikhethiwe nje ezithize zolawulo ke lwendawo yomsebenzi. Indawo ezifana nokuthi ke kuyisango mhlawumbe lokungena endaweni ethize yomsebenzi. Kanti ke mhlawumbe uthola ukuthi khona ke nomunye umnyango okanye isango okuyilona ke eliholela ekutheni umuntu aye endaweni yokuhlala okanye yemizi.
The documents that are before you, whose clocking records are those?
Your Lordship, these clocking records belong to Mr. Bongani Ntanzi.
Kanti ke lomlando ke wokloka okanye lama record wokloka ke umnini wawo nguye lona uBongani Ntanzi.
If I can ask you to turn to the page that's written individual clocking history on the 24th of October 2014. On the console, I see that the 2 of 2014 did not come out when copies were made. We'll make new copies.
You're saying what hasn't appeared?
The 2 of 2014,
Oh, okay, I see, 2014.
yes. Yes, can you just place the clocking history of Mr. Bongani Ntanzi on the 24th of October 2014?
Kana kuyokhulunywa ke ngehistory yokloka eka Baba Ntanzi, uBongani Ntanzi lana. Kakhulukazi ke sibhekele date yange 24th ka October 2014.
Your Lordship, on the left-hand side of page 2 of the individual clocking history for this date, on the left-hand side it appears as the in-clockings, the time from which the individual has clocked, as well as the places where he's clocked and the type of access at those individual clockings. So for the 24th of October...
So just before you proceed, just show the portion where it's written in clocking. Yes.
So on this side, it contains the details of the in-clocking,
Yes.
and on this side, it reflects the details of the out-clockings.
Futhi njengoba esibonisa kanjalo ke amakhuluma avelela lana ke amayelana ke nokungena emsebenzini ukutloka nokuphuma ngapha ngesokudla amakhuluma abonisa khona ke uthi lana ubephuma lento esithi ke uye watloka out.
Yes.
So for the 24th of October, Your Lordship, I can see that at 17 minutes past 8, there was an access clocking. Then again at 8:30 in the evening, there was another access clocking. And then at 31 minutes past 8 o'clock in the evening, there was a food clocking.
Manje ke uma sibheka nge-24 ka October 2014 watloka wangena mhlambe esakhiweni isikhathi angena ngaso kulesakhiwo somsebenzi kwaba u-17 minutes past 8 ebusuku 2017. Okwesibili waphinde futhi wayongena khona kuleso sakhiwo ngo-8:30 ebusuku 2030. Ilento kuthiwa ke i-access kwaba yisona ke isizathu sokuthi makangene. Kanti ke esinye isizathu sokungena kuleso sakhiwo kwaba isizathu sokudla kubhalwe food laphana ukudla isikhathi sathi 2031.
Yes, you can proceed to the 25th.
Your Lordship, then on the 25th of October 2014, it reflects that Mr. Ntanzi entered a work area access point at 5 minutes to 4 in the morning. And then the second access point 1 minute later at 4 minutes to 4 in the morning. And then proceeded through the work clocking access at 3 minutes to 4 on that same morning.
Kanti ke nge-25 zika October 2014 wangena ke kulesi sakhiwo ngo-5 to 4 ekuseni, 5 to 4, 3:55. Waphinde futhi ke wayongena kuleso sakhiwo futhi ngo-3:56 ukuthi umzuzu emva kokuthi angene kokuqala. Waphinde futhi ke wangena ke seyosebenza ke manje ngo-3:57, 3 minutes before 4 ekuseni.
Can you just explain those two access areas? What are they?
So, Your Lordship, they are defined by the, if you look at the in-clocking here, it's got on the top there, it's got a heading that says point, and that actually tells you where that access clocking has happened. So, A48 and A09 are both clocking points at the shaft.
Yabona ke uma sibheka amakholomu laphana phezulu ke kuleli phepha kukhona la kubhalwe point phezulu. Manje ngaphansi ke kwaleyo column ye point kunama code asetshenzisiwe. Ake sibheke lama code wange-25 zika October 2014. Khona le code ethi A48 bese kuba ne code ethi A09. Shuthi ke ilento esibiza i-access point okanye ke indawo la ufike khona uclock khona okanye ufike uzithule kuyo ukuze ukwazi ukuba ingxenye yaleso sakhiwo.
Are there certain points that they have to go through before they get to the work area?
That's correct, Your Lordship. It's part of our security measures at the mining industry.
Yebo, kuyiqiniso kunjalo kukhona ke indawo ezithize ezikhethile abafanele ukuthi bandlule kuzo andokuba ke baqhubeke ke bayosebenza. Kuyingxenye ke yokuphepha kwabo okanye kuyingxenye yokuphepha emsebenzini. Leyo nqubo ke okanye leyo nkamba.
Yes, you may proceed.
Then, Your Lordship, the next clockings would be in the table again on the right side of page 2 under the 25th of October 2014, which indicates the outclockings. So according to this record, it indicates that Mr. Ntanzi clocked out from his workplace 1 minute past 6.
Kanti ke enye ingxenye ke yemininingwane evelela kuleli phepha ku page 2 ye individual clocking history siza kule column engapha yesandla sokudla icolumn le yesibili yona ke ikhuluma ngokuphuma kwakhe emsebenzini lento esithi uclocka out. Ake sithi ke nge-25 zika October 2014 nge-1 minute past 6 waphuma kuleso sakhiwo somsebenzi. Yena lo Baba Ntanzi.
Ziko, please, my lord, will this be an appropriate time to take the longer journey?
Yeah, okay. Thanks. 2 o'clock then.